So we made it out, Caitlin.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was
Getting out of the house for the first time.
extremely stressful. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you haven't already subscribed yet, hit that little magic subscribe button. Okay, so I have one little baby on me right now. I've got little Roomy on me. My mother-in-law is downstairs with Elio. So it's been 3.5 weeks or so since the twins have arrived. I'm just sort of reflecting on these last 3 weeks and what it's been like. It's gone by so fast already. It's crazy. I can't believe they're gonna be a month already. I don't even know what to say. Like, it's such a ride. I mean, we're still very early in the postpartum days. We're still bonding and getting to know each other. I definitely think it takes around 3 months or so to kind of fully get into having like an actual routine. I think at this point, I'm more just gonna call it like figuring out kind of what works and what doesn't work. There's definitely been some things that are working, I think. I never wanna like say what's working or what's not working sometimes because it's always changing. That's like the number one thing with just like having kids in general is like the number one constant is that everything is always changing. I will say that there are some things I have found that are working better than they even were last week. You know, night times are just night times. I'm still feeding every 2 to 3 hours or so, which of course is normal. They don't really like to be put down to sleep, which again, totally normal. I will say from last week, I kind of reached a point where the tandem nursing, like nursing them at the same time, was just incredibly difficult. It is incredibly difficult. So it was just hard because I couldn't get them like latched at the same time. So the whole time I would just be like trying to get them latched, and then I would get aggravated, and then obviously they're picking up on my energy, and then I feel like they just wouldn't want to settle. So basically from last week, I've been using a pump called a Haka. What I do is I'll just feed one of the babies on one side, and then I'll use the Haka pump on the other. Whatever milk that I've gotten, I'll put that in a bottle, give it to Matisse or to whoever's gonna able to feed the other baby in our like village of support that we have. They'll feed the other baby with the pumped milk with the bottle. I try to line up so that they're still eating at the same time, but it's just not that I'm like tandem nursing them at the same time because it's really hard when they're so small. It might get a little bit easier again when they get bigger and they can just kind of like go on there. But when they're small, it's harder for them to sort of like navigate how to do it themselves. And this has just been working for us so much better, especially at nighttime. It's been a world of difference for me because I can do the lie down feed, which I love to do, and I can kind of close my eyes and rest instead of like getting up, turning on the light, getting the double nursing pillow, putting them both on there. It was really, really hard for the first few weeks. So now Matisse is feeding one of them, I'm feeding one of them lying down, or we're both lying down because he just has to, hold the bottle, put it in their mouth, and that seems to be working for us right now. I also wanted to talk a little bit about the postpartum time because it's very important. Postpartum, there's sort of like a 30 to 40 day rule, staying, in bed, staying inside the house, and then staying close to home. And it's also called, the baby moon, where you're basically the mother is just, in bed with the babies and being close to them and spending lots of time skin to skin and bonding and eating nourishing foods and just being really well taken care of by her village around her and her village of and community of support around her. And I have basically followed that for the first, I didn't go outside until today, and I didn't quite make it to, the full 30 or 40 days. I'm not going outside, but I'm still very mindful of being really slow, taking it really easy, and just, bonding with the babies and taking this time. There's no rush to get back to regular life anytime soon. There's been a huge transition, there's been a huge shift, and I think it's really important to be aware of that and honor that. And even though some days I have felt maybe like I was able to go outside, I even noticed today, like leaving the house was such a big deal. We kind of did it on a whim because today was a beautiful sunny day, and the rest of the week's supposed to be super rainy. So I was thinking, you know, today would be, you know, a good day to get out before the rains start. And yeah, it was like so hectic leaving the house because I had to think about all of these things that I haven't had to think about for the last like almost month. Oh my god, we have to get the babies dressed. I have to get dressed. Oh my god, we have to get the stroller. We have to get 2 seats for the strollers. We have to get Safi ready. Does she have her water? Does she have her backpack? Do we have this? We have that? You know, it was like a lot to get everything and get out the door. And that kind of like stress, I think, is part of the reason to not leave your house, is to like not even like experience that sort of thing for the first little while. But I'm really happy that we went outside because it was, like I said, it was a glorious day.
So we made it out, Caitlin.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was
Getting out of the house for the first time.
extremely stressful. Oh, they smell so nice. Yeah, that was extremely stressful. And I have this many people with me.
Yeah.
So
I have all the help in the world, and then
I've got all the help in the world and I still haven't showered. Okay, make sure that stays upright, babe. That's off.
got the whole setup.
I'm gonna pull this up, honey. Okay, it's hard for me to push it. It's weird. Hopefully there's no light up.
Well, anywhere we go, we create a lineup, basically.
Yeah.
But just sort of like now, I'm definitely don't have any plans to go out anytime soon. Even if I wasn't able to, fully able to follow down to the day of not leaving the house for the baby moon, I still think it's just important to just be like mindful of it even, and just be aware of it. Postpartum basically is like forever after you have kids. So yeah, it just sort of sets you up to feel good long term as well. My biggest priority every single day is that I have to take a shower. I have to take a shower or a bath. That's like the number one thing that I know that's gonna make me feel good during the immediate postpartum time. Even if I have 0 time for myself during the day, if I'm able to, be clean and have a fresh change of clothes on, I feel so much better. So that is sort of like a non-negotiable for me. And yeah, it definitely makes me feel better. Like I said, just taking it real slow, taking it easy, and just trying to like get sleep and rest whenever I can, and eat and sleep and shower and watch Safi and spend time with her and bond and spend time with the babies. And oh yeah, it's busy. It's for sure busy, but it's sort of like, it's interesting. You just kind of don't really have I don't know. Yeah, it's just busy. It just, the days go by fast. They really do. I think that's it for this week. Yeah, it's so funny that I'm not like getting up and showing my bump shot anymore. It's so different. It's like, it really feels like we're like in a new chapter now. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you again next week. Thanks so much for watching. Ciao!